Yo, what up guys, beside me here to bring you some news about upcoming events in Raid Shadow Legends. Now that the whole frenzy about Leo has finally died down, hopefully you managed to get that champion on your list. And like I did, if you missed out on the how I got him, finally I had to summon my primal shards, about 26 of them, to complete those points like I did after I run out of secrets, run out of ancient, run out of voids. So 0 on all shards. But let me quickly go search, make sure he's chilling right here. Leo is right there in the game and currently maybe getting some masteries on him. I know most people have already built him and testing out in content. I don't have books for him yet. But let's talk about the events that is coming up in Raid that you should probably be aware of to find out whether you want to go for it or not. Coming this Tuesday, there is no CVC icon right here, but still, it's still going to be a shard opening weekday for Tuesday and Wednesdays. Even there is no CVC, I don't think they should still put a shard opening event in that's Tuesday and Wednesday if there is no CVC, but they still have one coming up because it's on the schedule. So Tuesday, November the 11th, they are planning to launch a guaranteed calm down, don't get too excited. This is going to be a guaranteed event, summoning champions using ancient shards. While this event is active, you're guaranteed to get, drum roll, Eolfrig. People thought it's gonna be a guaranteed legendary. No, it's gonna be a guaranteed epic champion on the 11th. Eolfrig is one of the epic champions you require to fuse Lady Mikage. If you go to your fusions right here, if you still have Mikage, then that means you probably want to check if this is one of the champions you need to grab that Mikage, because she's totally worth going for only 40 ancient shard. That's how much it will cost you to give you a guaranteed Eolfrig. Of course, as you're pulling those 40 ancient shard, if you manage to get him before the 40th one, that event ends for you, right? So that's going to be a guaranteed Eolfrig on the 11th of November for those players who still need a Mikage badly. Even if you don't need that for PvP, you're not concerned about PvP, live arena and all that, you might still use that champion as your default or your second ally attack champion in content like the Fire Knight or Fire Knight had, or other content where she personally helped my game become better, right? So that's the Mikage epic Eolfrig coming up on the November the 11th. Then the next day, being the Wednesday, it's going to be November the 12th. They are also planning to launch another guaranteed event still from ancients. This one is a guaranteed Lady Quilen. That's also another Lady Mikage champion. I'm not showing the Mikage right here because I don't currently have her in my summoning or my fusion portal. I already got that champion. So that's going to be a second guaranteed epic champion, Mikage Lady Quilen. 40th ancient shard will guarantee you that Lady Quilen for sure. If you get her along the way before your 40th pull, that event ends for you and you don't need to keep pulling. Now both events will last 24 hours, and then finally on Thursday, so that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday 13th, we are planning to launch a guaranteed event, summoning champions using ancient shard. While the event is active, you are guaranteed to get Aeshma. That's also another Lady Mikage epic. So that's 3 epics right here. There is no reason, there is no excuse. Well, there is obviously an excuse if you don't have the shards or the gems to convert into the shards. 40, 40, 40. Hopefully you got 1 or 2 all of them already, and you might need just 2 more to complete the Mikage epic. This week, people are going to get Mikage. It feels like a guaranteed Mikage because they are giving you 3 epics. Now, they are not giving you all 4 of the epics guaranteed. They're just giving you 3, right? Mikage needs 4 epics, right, to fuse her. So they're giving you 3 of them. So I wish you good luck. Any of them that you currently need, hopefully it's Eolfrig, Lady Quilen, or Aeshma. Let me know in the comments which of them is supposed to help you complete your Mikage, and you're very happy about this guaranteed event, because it's supposed to benefit especially newer players coming into the game, but they might not have enough ancient shard saved up, especially for the fact that most of us just threw all our ancient away trying to get this Leo champion, and currently saving up to 12 only. So imagine if I needed a Mikage epic, just 1 of them, and I have 12 ancient shard. I have to do the god awful thing of going to my shop right here and converting gems into ancient shard. 900 gems for 11 ancient shard, or swipe the wallet and grab these epics while you can, and grab that Lady Mikage champion while you can. Else you have to still wait naturally to grab her when you're just summoning ancient shards on a 2x event. Remember, these events do not boost your chances of getting epics or legendaries, so it's just that 40th ancient shard that guarantees you the epic is still gonna be a 8% chance this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday event. So remember, if you happen to summon, yeah, they said it before the 40th, it will end for you. That's the first news that they released today, and this event is, like I said, it's starting 11th, 12th, and 13th for Eolfrig, Lady Quilen, and Aeshma. Now, the second event that I did not take a look at closely yesterday, but now I see it active in the game right now, you probably want to take full advantage of this one, is, well, it's actually not starting today. The Fire Knight one is starting today. If you go there, you can already see the drop fever label is in the Fire Knight. That means for newer players who don't have access to the end game content like hard mode, Corset City, or Doom Tower hard mode, where you're supposed to fight and get those amazing end game artifact that is supposed to help you do a lot of damage. I'm talking about what you call it now, Merciless and Lethal. Those are the two super end game damage sets. This event is for you if you still have to rely on the Fire Knight for your first source of damage. Now in raid, this Fire Knight gear is the best damage for the early game, so you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, whether you're farming it on level 20, level 25, or hard mode 6. Hard mode 1 is better than normal mode 25, by the way. So although this one requires a bunch of A1 freezes and crazy things like that, but if you can fight it at any of this level and you're looking for that Savage gear, this is your chance, because they are boosting the drop rates for Savage gear to a 3x boosted rate. You can already see it active right here. So as you're farming this content, you see that your chances of getting Savage gear is increased. Now, it might be a 5-star, it might be a rare, it might be an epic, whatever, but at least your chances of getting Savage is increased compared to all these other curing, immunity, fury that you probably do not want, frenzy. But now if you got regen and stun, this is one that some people also go for, because super in the end game content, like I did for this Corset City, I use a lot of stun sets and regen for those solo builds. But this time around, they're boosting Savage drop rates, which is amazing event to go for if you still have need for that type of event. I look forward to Merciless from the Corset City hard mode and other content. I look forward to Lethal from the Doom Tower boss, but I don't look forward to this 3x Savage set. Now the next one that is coming up after this one on the 10th, that is active right now, active for 2 whole days. The next one is going to be a Wednesday, November the 12th. There will be another boosted event. You already seen it in game. Okay, this one is not yet in game, but it's going to boosted rates for getting speed artifact sets from the dragon. That one is also quite popular amongst the community because everybody's trying to get their damage dealers, not their damage dealers, their support champions in live arena as fast as possible. I'm talking their arbiters, their Mikages, their any speed booster that you normally use. You want them as fast as possible with some accuracy if they need it, but this is still the best way to do it. I know there are other sets that can achieve the same result, or a mixture of this speed artifact set plus those new one we're getting now can mix to get you a bunch of speed. But this is still very popular. 3x boosted rates of dropping speed artifacts is one that even endgame players don't miss out on. Might throw 1000 gems in there, might throw 3000 gems, and so on. So that's the event that is coming up on November the 12th, and this announcement was released yesterday on a Sunday, but now it's active in the game for the Fire Knight. Then on the 12th, the Dragon Home kicks off. Those are the 2 pieces of information you need to know that is happening in raid right now, but there are other ones that's posted on their announcement channel already. If you're not on the official Discord, you've probably seen it in game already. So if you go to your portal right here, you can see it's glowing white. You're wondering why. Whenever you see it white like this, it means there is a summoning pool event. This one just groups a bunch of champions together and tell you that if you get this special shard called Prism Crystal, you summon it, it's not gonna give you champions from the entire game, random champions from the entire game. No, it's gonna give you chances of summoning the champions on this list. That's why they call it this 11 summon pool. So there you go. These are the champions available right here. So as you're summoning this Prism Shard, the chances that you get a Mikage or somebody crazy, no, it's just gonna pick champions from this list. Even epics, if you're trying to target specific epics in the game, Is there Mikage epics in here? Normally they do put Mikage epics in here too for people to also pick up and get. But if you're targeting any of this specific epic, this one is guaranteed to give you an epic. Guaranteed to give you an epic, not a rare. And that's why I like this type of event. But there is a small chance, a 4% chance that you get a legendary, which is the higher chance than the chances of getting legendaries from a void shard or from an ancient. So it's a little bit better than an ancient shard or a void shard, right? So still small chance of getting the headline champion, these faction unity champions, Ziklik, and of course this one that is quite popular, Fina Blade of Aravia, right? These champions bring unique things to raid. If you check out their stats, this is just not a normal aura. This is extremely a different type of champions. If you take a look at them, they gain a bunch of other abilities when the same allies in the team are of the same faction with them, high elves in this case. So very, very, very special. Maybe not as special as mythical champions, but very special indeed. Special champions for sure. So that's the event. I never miss out on this one because so far I've been able to pick up a few legendaries, including a faction unity champion, I think, from this type of event. So whenever they start this event, it normally starts when you hit that summon button. It tells you how you can get points for this one, right? So it tells you it's from the shop, right? But not to worry, when this event reaches the second day, that's when it's available to the entire game. Right now, the first day when it launches, it's only available to those who have deep pockets or those spenders in raid. And like I said, I always complain about it. You can't start an event the first day and say only spenders can access it. It's still not a good look in my eyes. As a free-to-play player in raid, this event should not start with only available option to spend on it, or don't even start the spending until tomorrow. That's how you make it fair. The event can be here counting down like every other event in raid. When you go check them, you can see there's a countdown. Gear Hunters is coming up. That's how this event should be. The champions can show, just like even the CVC should show. But I'm not here to rant about that. I'm just letting you know that you can't really start the event today, and not to worry. If you go over there to this upcoming tournament, probably going to be a tournament, it's normally fighting the Shogun Grove, Phantom Shogun Grove, or the Sand Devil Necropolis. Those are the two ways they normally give us opportunities to pick up those prism crystals. But so far I'm not seeing it. Where is it? Fire Knight tournament using only champions from the Dark Elves. That's oddly specific. So they're letting you know either you want to farm the Fire Knight and get the Savage gear at the highest level possible, or you want to stick to these rules of this Fire Knight tournament that says Dark Elves only and fight it at a lower level. All right. So right now I'm not seeing any event that is showing me that prism crystal. Let me go check the raid. What do you call it now? Not Discord. Play Run Play. Sometimes the event is hiding somewhere there in this event calendar. An event that has prism crystals as a reward. Not this one. This one has Heroic Summon Pool event. This is not. Is this it? This is Soul Stone. Did I make a mistake or something? I can't find the Prism Crystal one. Maybe it has not launched yet. Maybe tomorrow we'll see it in game. What events they're using for us to get that Prism Crystals, and it's not said right now in the game, like I said, until tomorrow. So that's the one. Hopefully it's a tournament or some kind of champion training, something that we'll have to go for and grab it and summon that Prism Crystal. So those are the events that are happening in raid right now. I just wanted to hop on here and give this little update and about upcoming events in raid. As for now, there is nothing else to do. Go improve some other content in your account that you've been neglecting, and for me it's still gonna be more live arena battles on the stream and more consistency push. I mean, I'm already done with Soul Cross, so I guess all the other stages will be a little bit easier. If you have any difficulty with any of these Soul Cross hard stages or normal, you can let me know in the comments below or on the official Discord. I don't want to do one of those videos where I show you how I beat every stage. It's gonna be a very long video, so I want to do videos upon request. If anybody has particular problem with this particular stage, I'll show you the champions I use, the stats I use. Of course, you have to steal your best gear from all other champions to maybe make it possible. So, and you can always rely on this HH optimizer also to recommend some teams for you. But if you're having difficulty with the builds, you can always ask in the Discord, right? So that's what I'm up to right now, pushing all this content out of the way to get more resources, in-game resources. A lot are hidden right there if you're not beating all of City hard on a anytime it comes around, right? So that's all that is happening in raid right now. If you catch me on twitch.tv/5day, I'll probably be playing raid if I'm not done with everything I need to do in the game today. Once human, if I want to chill and just hang and play some random game, or watch our realms. So hit that like button, follow on the Twitch so you don't miss out on those streams, and of course subscribe to the channel for more daily raid content. Later guys, let me know in the comments what you're spending your time on in raid right now, since we're all folding our hands and waiting for the next big thing to start in the game.